It is 110% okay to be sad. How's it going, guys? It's your boy Blu-rayDave back with another serious video, and um, wasn't really sure what to make for content as usual. I make myself my own burnout, I guess. Um, like I've said previous videos back, I'm happy that lately I've been creating positive videos for you guys, right? Like, again, when I created this channel, all I ever cared about was being positive and hopefully lighting up your guys' days, right? Um, and, there's nothing wrong talking about a serious video here, too. It's just like, and I do think about what I make when it comes to these serious videos. Like, I've said in the past, if something has gotten to me or something from my past or a little bit way back has gotten to me, then I make it out of my emotions, right? But today I want to talk about sadness, right? Um, and of course, no matter what YouTuber you're watching, they're gonna tell you the same thing. It's okay to be sad. Like, yeah, even the YouTubers who are just upbeat and positive all the time, but of course they want to sit down, talk at the camera, just like be serious with you guys. Like perfect example is Balin. I mean, you could definitely tell. Like, of course, him and I both agree on the same thing. Like, we both hate fake people. Like, there was one video years back that at the very end of this video, like, he wanted to talk about it's okay to be sad. Um, I guess I want to say, I want to make sure this comes out right when I say this. Like, yes, it is okay to be sad, but I don't think, how do I say this? I mean, if I say this wrong, you guys can get at me in the comments. Um, I guess it's not okay to be depressed, especially all the time. There we go. Of course, I know, like, I've been depressed since 2017, right? And I don't use my depression, like, I don't take advantage of that like other people. Like, they purposely want to, like, ruin other people's days just by, like, talking about themselves, and sometimes, like, for them to, cope, they gotta be fake, right? Like, especially at parties, like, they have to, like, in order to fit in with people, like, they have to, like, you know get into the same dancing styles or whatever, like, interests or whatever. Like, again, to them, it's their coping mechanisms. um Excuse me. Yeah, it's just when I am making my videos, guys, like, especially happy ones, like, I am 100% genuinely happy, right? Like, I'm not those fake YouTubers where, um, like, oh, I'm so upset, but I gotta act a certain way. Like, I gotta have this persona on the internet just so that you guys can like me and all that. Like, no. You guys know me. You and I both know the real me. Um, like, literally, you could be sad about anything, right? And it's nice to have me time, right? But just be careful. Like, you do not want to push the people closest to you. I've explained this story many times briefly, like, in different parts. June 2017 was when I lost my grandma due to Parkinson's, right? And I remembered I did not care about material things. All I cared about was just, like, my family. Like, we all lost a very important person that day, and we all needed each other, and that gave an opportunity for some relatives on my mom's side to come over. And let me tell you, like, they are, like, the best people to hang around with. Um, My gosh. I remembered like the day that when she died, my dad came into the room and I just gave him a hug, just crying my eyes out. um, and it was also important to me to like spend as much time with my grandpa as much as I can. And I still am to this day, guys. Um, I just don't know if I'm ready for that day when that day comes when my grandpa passes. But I don't want to get into that though. I remembered like junior year, I was hanging out with my grandpa more and more and more because my grandma was literally my grandpa's whole world. And like I said, I'm happy that my grandma wasn't a feminist or anything like that. Like she like submitted to my grandpa because he's the man of the house, right? Ladies, true women out there, not whammon. When we say whammon, we mean stupid feminists, right? Like they think they're so independent and all that. Like, no, you're not a woman, you're a whammon. Okay? Just remember that. Um yeah. Um yeah, like I said, you could be sad about a lot of things, guys. Um a loss, like I said, for example, it can be a grandparent, a best friend, heck, even a pet. Again, it could be anything. Like even even breakups. Yes, like we can't talk about sadness without bringing in like breakups, right? Like it also depends on how long you've been in the relationship, right? And for some people, it is hard because if you spent like months or heck even years with that one person that you truly loved and care about the most, and all of a sudden, um the boyfriend or the girlfriend they break it up, and then it like literally, guys, I'm not the only one that feels this. Like anytime I talk to somebody who has been through breakups and relationships, like it feels like the world is falling apart, right? I feel that every single time I've been in a long committed relationship, right? Like I said, it's hard. It is hard to get over it sometimes. Um, but I listen to PJ's messages and his songs. Like, getting too attached leads to pain too. Yes. I mean, of course, as human beings, we're all going to have attachments to anything besides people, right? In a way, it does feel like a punishment to the other person. Like the person who broke up the relationship, it feels like they're punishing the other person. Like, oh, we're breaking up because you did this thing, such and such. You did X, Y, and Z or whatever. Like sometimes you think like, what did I do wrong? Or sometimes if you do know what you did wrong, like again, we always question ourselves like, what could have been done better? Like, could I have improved in some areas? Um, it is safe to say that it's been 10 months since I've been in a relationship, and you know what, guys? As I'm still a little bit upset, but you know what? The truth is, I've gotten over the breakup. Like, I don't want to spend 24/7 just worrying about it every day. Like, I gotta focus on me. I want to live the life that I want to. Um, and of course, this applies in general for everybody. Like, um, when it comes to breakups, like, how's the saying go? Um, if you love something, let it free. If it comes back, then it's meant to be, right? That's what I've always believed, right? I always believe in just like talking things out with people. Like, I want to hear their problems, or we need to talk about something that has happened between us. Again, this doesn't just have to be, boyfriend girlfriend stuff. Again, um, we do this with people in our lives, right? Family, friends, whoever they are, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I've said this before too. Every time I go into work, I go in there pissed. And believe me, I try my damnedest, right, to just go in there with a positive attitude. And there has been a rare occasion where I have gone into work with a positive attitude. And sometimes like that yes, it helps. It helps, right? Like you wake up every morning and then you wake up miserable. Again, depending on your scenario, I think like, oh, the day's gonna be crap. But once your day, it doesn't matter what happens, like something good has happened in your day. That means your attitude has changed. You're positive, right? That's the message I'm trying to send every day. Like we need to stay positive, right? And of course, I have learned this growing up. You can't depend on anyone for happiness. Yes. Um, as hard as that is to hear for some of you guys, you know it's true. Like, we can't depend on anyone for happiness. Like, we can depend on ourselves, all right? We come first, right? But as long as we don't just make it like, oh, everything is about me and so, like, no, like that's not the time. That's not the type I'm talking about, right? Like, no, like, yeah, we can't be egotistical, guys, right? Can't. And sometimes I think like with the people that I care about, and especially those who passed, I think like they would want me to move on, live my life. And hey, it's true, but like I said, these things in life, they are not easy, okay? I'm on 50-50 when it comes to giving people second chances, Like, it depends on the person, really. Like, again, we all feel this, right? Like, we want to give anybody a second chance, but at the same time, it's like, do they really deserve it? Like, how much pain they've caused in my life? And, guys, I know I've said in the past, too, like, yes, it is okay to be single, but the reality of it is that you are going to hate it. As much as you, like, hate the harsh truth. Like, again, just stay positive, just live your life, like, that means you have to get yourself back into the single mood, right? Like the stuff that you were doing before, like you want to get back to it. Like, and of course with the perks of being single, like there's new things you want to try out, right? Um and it is nice to get out of the comfort zone, right? But if there's some things with me that I've had like terrible experiences with, I will not like try them again. But I also don't like being forced to do anything, like let me do it in my own time, right? Again, personal space bubble, right? You got to give me boundaries, right? Again, with everything that's going on right now in my life, like, at least I do try to stay positive, and again, it does help, right? I apologize if I'm being silent here and there, guys. It's just like I'm thinking, just like think of like some moments for sure. And again, going back to breakups, like I'm again talking generally here. At least you cherish the little moments that you and your previous partner had, and yeah, like I said, just keep improving on yourselves, right? I do try every single time when I get a new relationship. Again, it is very rare for a girl to get into me, and I really do try my hardest not to frick up the relationships. Like, and it's very hard to keep your promise to your partner, right? Like, sure, things are going great for a while, but then like the tension starts to build up. Like, and then you gotta remind yourself, like, listen, you promised your partner you're gonna be different, you're gonna change, you're gonna do this and that. Like, prove to them that you're worth it. Okay. Like, hey, I'm all about that commitment life, right? Like when it comes to relationships and compromises, sacrifices. But I know I can't be the only one to do it. I have to take initiative with that. I've been getting into Duck Dynasty again recently, and it was in season 8, I believe, the finale. Um, if you guys watch the show, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's John Luke's and Mary Kate's 2015 marriage. And I look at those two and I think, I want that. Well, I'm pretty sure every single one of us looks at a couple in general and we just think to ourselves, like, I want what they have. Again, relationships are not perfect. And I am open to any relationship advice. I really am. And of course, you don't want to copy other people's relationships, but again, you can be inspired. And you could say, like, if it's your best friends, like, let's say you have best friends that are dating, and then you're dating someone, and then you're doing similar things, but you tell them, like, because of you guys, um, we're doing some of the stuff that you're doing, you know? Again, nothing wrong with, like, asking for, like, interests and all that. Just don't copy, again, don't copy what other couples are doing, right? Just do it in your own way, in your own style, right? I'm never going to understand the phrase couples are goals. Like, are they goals themselves? Like, what? Just say couple goals, alright? You don't need to add are to that. Um, but yeah, sadness is just a temporary feeling. Like, it comes and it goes, right? But if you are a, I guess, genuine sad person, you need help. Seriously, like, I would talk to someone, go to therapy. Again, what is wrong with admitting going to therapy? Like, don't be embarrassed, okay? The people who are judging you of that, like, they're the ones who are embarrassed and they're jealous, right? And they need to go to therapy themselves. Um, like I said, there's so many things that you can cope with during a breakup, you know? Just looking at my TV here, real quick. Like, I really hated it during like high school and after high school. Like, especially like when you were a teenager during those days. Like, you were just trying to find, you know, someone you want to go on a date with. Like, again, I go with a person like to spend time with them, to hang out with them, not just for the sake of having a girlfriend to be around so I won't be alone. No. But I've been accused a couple of times of being a player. Like, since when have I played girls? I don't do that. And and like I said, after high school, it got worse. I mean, 2020 made it worse because even though I am still taking a break from dating, like I said, I don't want to have to wait another 2 years to date. But what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to make the first move? Or ladies, ladies who know me or who are going to know me in the future, if you have genuine feelings for me, like if you like me, come pull me to the side and we could talk privately and you could tell me how you feel about me. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to make fun of you. Just be honest with me, please. Like, this has happened to me in the past before. Like, girls, they would. I should have seen the signs. Like, I should have known better. Like, there were girls in the past who would poke me, push me a little bit. Like, they'll do whatever they can, like, just to be right next to me. And trust me, girls, I know the feeling. Like, if I like a girl, I wouldn't do that, though. I wouldn't do that stuff. Like, sure, I want to try, I guess, everything to be right next to her and maybe, like, put my arm around her. But not in a creepy way, though, guys, alright? I'm not that kind of person. But, of course, I do like to take things slow. Like, like, I hate moving things too fast. Like, I'm afraid, oh, I'm gonna lose something right away. Like, how can I lose something right away if I haven't, gotten it or done it yet? That type of thing, right? Like, we all have that genuine feeling, right? But ladies, just tell us guys how you really feel, okay? Um, I would like to make a separate video on depression, and I want to make sure I get all of the correct information. Like, I want to make sure I get everything for a separate video. Um, so just stay tuned for a future video like that. Um, I mean, what else is there to say for this episode? I mean, like I said, it is okay to be sad, okay? There's nothing wrong with having some me time, but again, be careful with that. You don't want to push people away. And believe me, guys, every single time I try to hang out with a friend, like, I just hate that I'm so busy all the time. I mean, I'm with a lot of people here. I don't wanna work. At least I don't want to work with the public. But I am called to work in general, whatever it is. That's why I want to work from home. I mean, hey, if people start acting nice all the time, maybe I would consider staying longer, but I know I can't. I know that this month will be 5 years since I've started working at Cub, and who knows if I make a video on that. I know the 8th is FNAF FNAF Day, the 9-year anniversary, but it's also my brother's birthday. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe my little brother is turning 21. Man, what a young grinder. um, but of course, I know after this video, guys, I know I'm still gonna continue to, being sad in the future, about anything. But I know I'm not gonna be sad right away when I shut off the camera and be like, oh, I'm depressed now. Like, no, 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 no. Tomorrow, technically today, whenever this video comes out, I go back to work, so let's see how that day goes. I mean, I'm hoping it'll turn out to be a better day. Today has just been a pretty weird day, especially for a Tuesday. Tuesdays are my Mondays. I mean, even the baddest days I know that I have, like, at least I do try not to let those days get to me, because, like, Tuesdays, Thursdays, even the weekends, like, oh my gosh. Like, is Monday and Wednesday the only good days I have left? Seriously, I never thought in my lifetime that I would hate Fridays now, because the day just goes by quick. Like, I want to enjoy my day, right? Enjoy my day and not having to worry about going into work next early morning. Alright, that's all I have to say for this video. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please send the post notification about share my content if you haven't already. And, if you really like this video, let me know in the comments what other serious topics I could talk about. But if there's some, like, kind of, like, dodgy ones that you want me to talk about, well, at least let me prep for those and see what we could do about those in the future, okay? Because I can't always cover everything, as much as I try to. Alright, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and may the Lord be with you guys. Always up, guys. Peace out, guys. Remember, stay positive every day. Don't let anything or anybody get you down, okay? And if someone's in desperate need for help, help somebody. Seriously, I challenge you guys to do that. And I really hope that you guys are actually having a good, positive week. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Have a good night, guys. Bye.